The enigmatic chess legend Bobby Fischer. Who was the man who dominated the world of chess like no other? Born in the heart of Chicago in 1943, Bobby Fischer was no ordinary child. His fascination for the game of chess began at an extraordinarily young age. In March 1949, Bobby, who was 6 years old, and his sister Joan used a chess set they purchased from a candy store to teach them the game. Fischer was left to play many of his early games against himself after Joan lost interest, and Regina, his mother, had no time to play. During the summer, while on vacation with his family in Patchogue, Long Island, New York, Bobby came across a book containing historical chess games and studied it intensely. The family relocated to Brooklyn in 1950, and it was there that Fischer's obsession with the game led his mother to worry that he was spending too much time by himself. Because of this, Bobby's mother decided to send a postcard to the Brooklyn Eagle newspaper, asking if any other kids his age would be interested in playing chess with him. The newspaper turned down her advertisement at first, but then sent her question to Herman Helms, the dean of American chess at the time. Helms informed her that Master Max Pavey, the former Scottish champion, would be hosting a simultaneous exhibition on January 17, 1951. Fischer participated in the exhibition, but despite holding on for 15 minutes, the chess master ultimately defeated him. Carmine Negro, an American chess expert and president of the Brooklyn Chess Club, was one of the spectators. Fischer's play impressed Carmine that he invited him into the club and started tutoring him. Fischer even once stated, "Mr. Carmine was probably not the world's greatest chess player, but he was an excellent teacher. Meeting him was probably a decisive factor in my continuing with chess." Carmine hosted Fischer's first chess tournament at his home in 1952. In the summer of 1955, Fischer, 12 years old at that time, joined the Manhattan Chess Club. But sadly, Fischer's relationship with Carmine only lasted up until 1956, when Carmine moved away. Then, at the tender age of 13, he took the world by storm when he won the game of the century against the seasoned player Donald Byrne. In the world of kings and queens, one man stood out, Bobby Fischer. Yet, his most memorable triumph was his historic win against Boris Spassky in the World Chess Championship of 1972. The renowned chess match between Bobby Fischer and Boris Spassky is among the most well-known and iconic occasions in chess history. The match was played against the backdrop of Cold War tensions, which gave the already intense chess match an additional layer of significance. The match was held in Reykjavik, Iceland, from July 11th to August 31st, 1972. It was a best-of-24 game series. In this series, he lost his first two games. First from a blunder and his second game from a forfeit over a dispute of cameras in the room. After Fischer eccentric demands, he then proceeded to dominate, going on an incredible streak, winning 7 games and drawing the rest, securing the title. Fischer's victory made him a national hero in the United States, and he became a celebrity. However, he became increasingly erratic and reclusive in the years following his win, eventually disappearing from the public eye. But what happened to the king of chess, who seemingly vanished from the world? Bobby Fischer, after his historic win against Spassky, began to fade from the public eye. In 1975, Fischer refused to defend his title. Consequently, the Soviet challenger Anatoly Karpov was named world champion by default. Fischer subsequently disappeared from the public eye, although he re-emerged to win an unofficial rematch against Spassky. It took place in Yugoslavia, which at the time was subject to an embargo by the UN. Conflict arose between Fischer and the US government as a result of his involvement. The US government warned Fischer that playing in the match would violate an executive order imposing US sanctions on Yugoslavia. In the end, the US government ultimately issued a warrant for his arrest. Fischer spent the last years of his life in the cold, remote landscapes of Iceland quietly, away from the spotlight. In 2008, Fischer passed away due to kidney failure. This was confirmed by a close friend named Gardar Sverrisson. The chess legend Bobby Fischer, even years after his passing, remains a figure in chess. His games studied and analyzed up until this day. His legacy continues to echo in the world of chess.